My beloved child, in this moment, I want you to listen to the truest voice of my heart, your Creator, your Heavenly Father, the one who has walked with you from your very first steps, even when you feel lost amid the storms of life. You are never alone, for I am always near, seeing every effort, every tear, and each determined step you take forward. I am proud of you, not because of great achievements, but because of your perseverance, unwavering loyalty, and the love you give so tirelessly, even when the world seems not to return it in kind. You are a living testimony to enduring love, to a heart that keeps rising from sorrow and loss. My dear one, the world can be harsh. Often, those you love the most may wound you the deepest. There are times when love given is met with hatred, betrayal instead of gratitude. And yet, you choose to keep walking, to keep believing in truth, in hope, in forgiveness. I know your heart has been broken more than once, your spirit wounded deeply, but it is in those very moments of seeming helplessness that you have forged quiet strength, a strength refined through relentless trials. You have chosen love over bitterness, forgiveness over resentment, and for that, I am deeply proud. Your story is not one of failure, but a testament to steadfast faithfulness and unshakable belief. In Scripture, there is the story of the compassionate father in the parable of the prodigal son, a symbol of unchanging love and limitless forgiveness. That father never gave up on his child, even after many wrong turns, but waited patiently with open arms. I am that father too, always waiting, always covering you in love without limits. Every tear you cry, every silent plea in the night, I see them all and wrap you in the warmth of my presence, like a cloak around your shoulders in every time of trouble, no matter how lonely you may feel. My presence is closer than your very breath, a steadfast anchor when everything else seems to fall apart. Child, I do not let you walk alone through the valleys of sorrow that life may bring. I uphold you when your legs tremble, when you wrestle in the shadows of doubt and self-questioning. I know the sleepless nights you endure, questioning your worth, wondering if your kindness truly makes a difference. But my beloved, I assure you, nothing you do in love and sincerity is ever meaningless. Every quiet sacrifice, every small act of goodness, every time you choose to forgive in pain, it all rises before me like a fragrant offering. I am storing for you a priceless reward, a return that no one can take away. For your love and faithfulness are among the most precious gifts I receive. Life is not always easy, and trials are not sent to destroy you, but to shape you into a vessel of honor, a finely crafted instrument in my hands. The pain you've endured, the sorrows you've faced, are all woven into the sacred purpose I have designed for you. Know this, I do not allow hardship to harm you, but to teach you more deeply about boundless love and to lead you into profound spiritual maturity. Through these challenges, your heart grows humble, gentle, resilient, and full of power, even when you question me, even when you doubt the plans I have for you. I never turn my back, because you are mine, and my love for you never wavers. In Isaiah 49:15, 16, I declare, though a mother may forget her nursing child, I will not forget you. See, I have engraved you on the palms of my hands. That verse is a clear witness of my eternal and profound love for you. You are my joy, my glory, and nothing you do can ever stop me from loving you. Remember these words when discouragement creeps in, when you feel worn by a world that fails to see your sacrifices. I am preparing abundant blessings for you, far beyond what you hoped for, because you never gave up, because you remained faithful and obedient. My child, you have sown in tears, but your harvest will be filled with joy. The season of mourning will pass, and a time of rejoicing is near. The dreams you once tucked quietly in your heart, the things you've not yet dared to speak aloud, I know them all. I am the one who resurrects what was thought to be dead, who makes all things new and full of hope. My love and providence are exact, surpassing every boundary of time and space. I arrange every detail of your life with care and precision, even when you don't yet see it. So, do not let the burdens of this world break you down. Look to me, your refuge and strength. When you feel weak, lean on me, and I will carry you like a father holding his small child. When you feel lost, I will guide you in righteousness. When you feel unworthy, remember that my grace is sufficient, and my love will make you whole. I have clothed you in the robe of righteousness through my Son and called you by your true name. Walk, my child, in the freedom I have given you. Let go of every shame, every chain trying to bind your soul. Know that you are a light in this dark world. No matter how small you may feel, your light is enough to shine and transform. The love, the prayers, the kindness you pour out are never wasted. Every step you take bears my mark upon this world. My beloved child, the path you walk is not a smooth road lined with fragrant flowers. It is a journey of faith, where every step you take faces trials, hardships, and sharp turns. But it is these very challenges that help you grow, that teach you to lean more firmly on me, and that awaken the inner strength I gave you from the moment you came into being. Never believe that these difficulties are punishments or signs of abandonment. They are precious lessons I've prepared for you, like a devoted teacher guiding a child through the wobbly first steps of life. I know there have been times you felt weary, questioning your own worth, wondering why good things don't come to you as they seem to for others. But faith is the lamp that lights your path. It is the invisible strength that helps you endure the darkest parts of life. As Scripture says, faith is the assurance of things hoped for, the conviction of things not seen, Hebrews 11:1. When you can't yet see the light at the end of the tunnel, faith will keep you standing, patiently moving forward until the miracle unfolds. Remember, my child, every trial, every fall is not a mark of failure. It is a stepping stone to something greater. I will never let you be utterly defeated. In every stumble, I provide the chance to rise again, to learn, to become more complete. The wounds you carry are not meant to break you forever, but to soften your heart, to make it more compassionate to the pain of others, and to deepen your appreciation for true love. Think now of those who have held on to their faith throughout history, people who faced immense adversity and became guiding lights for generations to come. They were not people who never suffered. They were people who relied on divine strength, who trusted in my greater plan for their lives. In the same way, you too are being prepared to become a light for many others. You are not walking alone. I am walking with you, guiding and strengthening you every step of the way. You must also learn to forgive, not just others, but yourself. There may be moments when guilt and unworthiness weigh on you, when you blame yourself for past mistakes, but I have given you grace, boundless grace, so that you may be set free from the chains of shame and regret. Open your heart to receive my forgiveness, and learn to extend that same forgiveness to yourself. Only then will you truly be free to walk with lightness and fullness on the path I've designed for you. Faith, my dear one, also helps you understand that everything happens for a reason and in its own time. Sometimes, you will need to wait patiently, like seeds that grow unseen beneath the soil before they rise into flourishing trees. In that patience, I will grant you wisdom to discern what to hold on to, what to release, and what to pursue with renewed strength. I will empower you to overcome weakness and to see the beauty in challenges that once seemed like burdens. Never forget to pray. Prayer is how you speak directly with me. It is where you will find peace amid the storms. Prayer is not only asking, it is surrendering your heart, placing your complete trust in my providence and love. In prayer, you build a deeper relationship with me, and it is that bond that will anchor you against life's distractions and turmoil. I always hear you, always respond, though sometimes in ways you do not expect. Signs that I am working perfectly in your life. My child, I want you to remember that loved ones and good friends are gifts I've placed in your life, to share with you, to uplift and journey beside you. Open your heart to receive their love and help. Don't let pride or shame keep you distant. I am working through them to support you at the right time and in the right way. It is my design to surround you with a network of love and strength, like a fortified wall against doubt and loneliness. As you reflect on your journey, you'll see that the challenges you once thought insurmountable became the very steps that lifted you higher, stronger and wiser. Every storm you've weathered has deepened your soul and opened your heart to greater peace and love. This is my greatest gift to you. Not material wealth, but spiritual growth and inner tranquility. Child, hold fast to your faith. No matter how hard life becomes, believe that with each step you take, I am right beside you, lifting, guiding, and leading you onward. I will never leave you, for you are my beloved one, cherished above all else. Walk with steadfast confidence that light and goodness await you ahead, and that every struggle is one step closer to the glory I've prepared for you. Beyond the journey of faith and resilience, I want you to become deeply aware of the calling placed upon your life, a sacred purpose that flows from the heart. You were not born by chance. You carry a noble and unique mission. I tell you now, you have a role that only you can fulfill. That mission may not always be clear at first. It begins like a small flame inside your soul, sometimes flickering, sometimes nearly extinguished by the winds of doubt. But if you tend it with care, that flame will grow bright, illuminating your life and the lives of others. It is the drive that moves you forward, giving your days meaning and purpose. I want you to know that your mission is not defined only by grand deeds, but by small acts of love and sincerity in daily life. It might be a smile, a word of encouragement, a gentle imbrassi, or a simple kindness that brings joy and comfort. Never underestimate these gestures. They are how you express love, how you leave my imprint upon the world. Live in response to the voice of your heart, the call of faith and compassion. That is when your spirit stirs, eager to do good, to share, to serve, and to love. Do not fear the obstacles or doubts you encounter. They are necessary to refine your mission and make it more powerful and meaningful. With each challenge you overcome, you draw closer to becoming your fullest, most radiant self. Also understand that patience and humility are indispensable companions on this journey. There will be times you feel inadequate or weak. That is when you must learn to accept help, to listen, and to grow. Humility expands your vision and your heart, enabling you to receive all the beauty and wisdom that life and I have to offer. My child, don't let fear hold you back from the path you've chosen. Fear is the greatest enemy of progress. It is the invisible wall that keeps you from moving forward. Instead, transform fear into motivation, doubt into inquiry, and seek out truth and new direction. I am always with you, strengthening you to face every fear and guiding you out of your comfort zone into the person I created you to be. Trust that I am also placing the right companions along your path. Friends, mentors, guides who will help you learn, grow, and fulfill your mission. Welcome them as the precious gifts they are. Do not hesitate to give love, to share, to help them too. For when you give, you also receive abundantly. This is the cycle of love I long for you to live fully. My beloved child, I want you to know that your life's mission is not limited to yourself. It is meant to radiate outward, inspiring many others. When you live fully in your purpose, you become a shining example to your community, to those who are lost and searching for light in the darkness. Through you, they will find hope, strength, and faith to move forward. This is how I build a new generation, a generation that lives with responsibility, love, and a heart oriented toward goodness. To fulfill this mission, you must cultivate unwavering determination and an unending passion. There will be moments when you grow weary, when discouragement tempts you to let go of the mission. But remember, I see every quiet effort, every drop of sweat, every sleepless night, and every lonely moment you endure. I am proud of you, and as long as you do not give up, I will always supply the strength you need to keep going. My dear child, another important thing I want you to remember is to take time for stillness, to listen to your own inner voice, and to mine in the noise of life. It's easy to be carried away by things that don't matter and lose direction. But when you take time to pray, to reflect, and to listen, you will find clarity and peace. That is when we commune most intimately, and when you are renewed with strength for the journey. Remember, your mission is not a burden. It is a gift that allows you to live with purpose, to experience joy and fulfillment in each passing day. When you understand this, each step and every effort becomes light and meaningful. You live not only for yourself, but for the eternal values I have placed in your soul. In life's journey, there will be times of hurt, mistakes, and pain caused by others or even yourself. In those moments, you may feel anger, resentment, and want to hold on to those feelings as a form of self-protection. But I want to tell you that forgiveness is one of the greatest gifts you can give yourself and others. It is the power that frees your soul to live freely, lightly, and wholly, under the sacred light of faith. Forgiveness is not just an act. It is a divine gift, opening your heart to receive my boundless love and mercy. As you walk the stormy and challenging road of life, you carry deep wounds from mistakes, hurt, and betrayal. But in those moments, I invite you to open your heart to forgive, to offer love and mercy just as I have given to humanity. Jesus Christ, my only Son, taught that forgiveness is the only path to true peace within the soul. He not only taught it through words, but demonstrated it through his life and death on the cross. In the midst of unspeakable suffering, he prayed for those who tormented him. Father, forgive them, for they do not know what they are doing. That forgiveness, that unconditional love, opened the way to salvation for humanity, guiding them from the darkness of sin into the light of life and hope. My precious child, forgiveness is a difficult inner journey, but it is full of blessing. When you learn to forgive others, you not only release them from their guilt, but also free yourself from the chains of hatred and resentment. A heart filled with bitterness is like a prison where suffering and restlessness reign. Forgiveness is the key that opens that prison door, allowing you to live in freedom and peace. It is also the way you fulfill my will, becoming a vessel of grace, love, and reconciliation. In the Scriptures, St. Paul reminds us to forgive one another, just as God forgave humanity through Jesus Christ. This is not only a command, but an invitation to live a vibrant faith and a grateful heart for my great love. Forgiveness does not erase justice or truth. Rather, it is a true expression of charity, the first step toward reconciliation and genuine peace. When you forgive, you embody mercy, humility, and obedience to the will of the Most High. Forgiveness is also the path by which you become more like me. When you forgive, you learn to love unconditionally, to be patient and gentle with the weaknesses of your brothers and sisters. This is how you prove that your faith is not only spoken, but lived, written in your heart and shown in your actions. Forgiveness helps you realize that everyone needs mercy and kindness, for all have fallen short in some way. Moreover, forgiveness helps you build a foundation of peace in your soul and in the world. Through forgiveness, you contribute to a world no longer divided by hatred, but united by love and understanding. Love and forgiveness are the lights in the dark, the bridges between broken hearts, uniting them on the path of harmony and peace. Forgiveness does not mean forgetting or accepting wrong. It is the freedom of your soul, the choice to love even while you still bear wounds. It is the strength of spirit not to let someone else's wrong become your lifelong burden. Forgiveness is the act of a heart that knows how to heal and love again. It is how you live out your faith and hope in the power of my love. However, never forget, forgiveness is not giving permission to be hurt again. It is an internal decision, a choice from your heart to let go of resentment, hatred, and sorrow. When you forgive, and you not only release others but also free yourself from the vortex of negative emotions, so your soul may find peace and healing. Think of a vessel holding water. If filled with too much dirt, the water becomes cloudy and impure. Hatred and resentment are like that dirt, making your heart heavy and closed to love. Forgiveness is the act of cleansing that vessel, removing the impurities, so the water can once again be clear and refreshing. When that happens, you will feel renewed life and lightness in your soul. Many mistakenly believe that forgiveness is a sign of weakness or surrender. In truth, it takes great courage and inner strength. Forgiveness is when you face your pain with honesty and choose to release it rather than let it rule your life. It is a journey of soul maturity, where you learn to love yourself and extend that love even to those who have hurt you. Know this: forgiveness is not a moment, but a process. It may take time to fully understand and move through the pain. Bit by bit, you draw nearer to the freedom of heart that forgiveness brings. What matters is that you do not give up, that you do not cling to pain that harms you. Be patient with yourself and allow healing to come one day at a time. When you know how to forgive, you can create a room for love and joy. It is a key that unlocks the door to happiness, allowing you to release the past and live fully in the present. While looking forward to a brighter future, your heart will feel light again, unburdened by old wounds, and you will know a peace that runs deep. My child, I want you to also learn to forgive yourself. No one is perfect, and you will make mistakes. Rather than blaming and punishing yourself, learn to forgive those mistakes. When you do, you open the way to self-love and appreciation. That is the first step to opening your heart to the world. Know also that forgiveness holds the power to heal relationships. When you forgive others, you open the door to rebuild trust and restore love. Forgiveness mends wounds and fosters harmony and understanding. It not only strengthens your relationships but brings warmth and joy to your life. When forgiveness is difficult, remember, I am always with you, ready to walk that road alongside you. You do not have to do it all alone. Believe that forgiveness is a precious gift you give yourself and the world. As you open your heart to forgive, you begin a new journey, one of peace, love, and freedom. Dear child, believe this: each moment you open your heart to forgive, you are living in my light, receiving my grace and healing. Forgiveness becomes a silent prayer in your heart, a powerful prayer that transforms your life, brings peace to your soul, and reconciliation to the world around you. I say to you, when you walk in forgiveness, you not only become a beloved child of God, full of mercy, but a living witness of my infinite love for humanity. Let forgiveness become the breath of your life, the light that leads you in your darkest days, no matter the trials you face. Forgiveness is the divine strength that carries you through suffering, so your heart may always overflow with hope and my love. I pray that you will always love, always forgive, and be a living testimony to my mercy in this world. My beloved child, on your journey through life, you will come to understand that the past is gone and the future has not yet arrived. But the present moment is the most precious of all. True happiness is not something distant or grand beyond your reach, but something created in each moment you are living right now. I want you to know that living fully in the present is the key to unlocking happiness and peace for your soul. Many people get caught up in thoughts of the past, things that cannot be changed, or worry about the future with its endless uncertainties. This constant mental noise burdens the heart and tires the spirit. So I ask you to pause for a moment, take a deep breath, and pay attention to the world around you. The gentle sunlight on your face, the song of a bird, a smile, or the warmth of a caring touch. My child, living in the present does not mean neglecting responsibility or failing to prepare for the future. Rather, it is learning to appreciate and savor each moment so that you do not miss the precious gifts unfolding around you. When you focus on the now, you will discover serenity, small joys, and deep connections with yourself and with others. I want you to remember that the present is a gift that life offers you. From this moment on, you can begin anew. Refresh your spirit and open your heart to love and gratitude. Every mindful breath, every conscious step is a small miracle helping you build the life you dream of. My precious child, you may face challenges and disappointments in life, but don't let them steal your peace or faith in the present moment. When hardship comes, pause, breathe, and remind yourself that you are alive right now, and everything can change based on the choices you make. Living in the present helps you stay balanced, wise, and resilient through every storm. I also want you to practice gratitude daily. Be thankful for the small and simple blessings of the moment. A roof over your head, a meal, a friend, an opportunity to learn. When you are grateful, your focus shifts to the good, uplifting your heart and expanding your soul to receive even more. Living in the present also sharpens your attention and focus. When you are fully engaged in whatever you're doing, be it work, study, or rest, you will find greater joy and meaning in each action. It protects you from distractions, increases effectiveness, and makes your life feel whole. Remember that life is a journey, not a destination, and each present moment is a precious stone paving that journey. When you live each second fully, you grow daily, learning and experiencing with an open heart and a strong spirit. I believe in your ability to live in the present, to enjoy life in all its fullness, and to make every day meaningful. Happiness isn't far. It already dwells within you, waiting for you to listen, feel, and cherish it. My beloved child, within you burns a special flame, your passion, a deep and powerful longing that only you can feel and nurture. Passion is an endless source of energy, a driving force that helps you overcome hardships and find true meaning in life. I want you to know that passion is not always clear or easy to find. Sometimes, it reveals itself through new experiences, through trial and error, or even through the failures you face. It is an ongoing journey of discovery, where you listen to your heart and bravely follow its call. Take time to listen to yourself. Don't rush to meet others' expectations or succumb to societal pressure. Your life is not a race with anyone else. It is a personal quest for joy and fulfillment. When something makes your heart sing, whether it's painting, music, science, gardening, or helping others, that is your passion speaking. I know you may sometimes doubt yourself, wondering if you are good enough or capable of making your passion a reality, but do not let fear stop you. Passion does not demand perfection from the start. It simply asks for patience, devotion, and honesty. Every step, every effort brings you closer to your dream. Passion, like a seed, must be nurtured daily. Start small, keep learning, and persevere. Never think a dream is too big or unrealistic. Every great achievement began as a small dream, nourished by determination and patience. Understand this: when you follow your passion, you are living truthfully. Even when you stumble, you will find fulfillment in having dared to live your truth. Passion is not merely a goal or achievement. It is a journey of growth, creativity, and wholeheartedness. Let your passion guide you, but hold on to patience and flexibility. You may discover new paths and passions along the way. Embrace them as part of life's beauty. My precious child, believe in the path you're walking, and do not fear challenges. I know that sometimes life will present obstacles, doubts, or outside pressures, but when you nurture your passion, you will find the strength to overcome them. The fire within will light your way, igniting your faith and confidence. Remember, what matters most is not quick success or being the best. It is the persistence to keep searching, keep learning, and keep your flame alive. When you live with passion, you find joy in the journey and spread that light to others. Dream boldly. Step forward. Believe in yourself. I am here, always, walking with you and supporting you on this path. Life may not always be easy, but with passion, You will have a torch to illuminate the way, guiding your heart and will. There is one truth I hope you remember all your life. Failure is not the end. It is an essential part of every person's journey toward maturity. Sometimes, failure is the most faithful teacher life can offer. Since you were small, I have seen in your eyes the strength, curiosity, and hunger to succeed. You love doing things well. You rejoice in praise. And I know you sometimes feel sad when outcomes don't match your efforts. That is perfectly human. Everyone wants success. But life is not a smooth road. It is filled with trials and unexpected turns. So mistakes and falls are inevitable. Yet in every fall, you gain clarity about yourself, how resilient you are, how courageous, and what lessons you need to grow. Failure reflects the truth of who you are, not to shame you, but to help you mature. I've seen many fear failure so much they never even try. They choose safety and ease and live with deep regrets. I don't want that for you. I want you to dare, to stumble, and to rise again. Only then will you truly live, with courage and fullness. You see, the most successful people are not those who never failed, but those who never gave up. They have known pain, rejection, doubt, and uncertainty, but they kept going, slowly, fearfully, perhaps, but going nonetheless, because they understood that success is not about never falling, but about rising every time. I want you to understand that every failure carries an opportunity to learn, to adjust, to understand yourself and life. You may fail an important exam, lose a hoped-for opportunity, or experience heartbreak, but never let failure define you. Let how you respond to it reveal your true strength. When failure comes, allow yourself to grieve. I will never ask you to be strong immediately. Feel the sadness, cry, hurt. These are natural human responses. But once the pain softens, ask yourself, what can I learn? What could I do differently? How do I move forward? Don't hesitate to talk to someone, your parents, a friend, or anyone you trust. Love is not only present in joy, but also in the shoulder that supports you when you're low. I am here, not to judge, but to listen and help you rise. One more thing, do not compare your journey to anyone else's. Each person moves at a unique pace, from a unique starting point, with a unique definition of success. You may see others further ahead, but that doesn't mean you're behind. Every step you take, even backward ones, has meaning, so long as you don't give up. Life is a rugged path with steep climbs, sharp turns, and apparent dead ends. But if you stay true to your heart, keep your dreams alive, and remain honest with yourself, no matter how slowly you move, you are still going the right way. Let failure become part of your story, not a wound to hide, but a scar to honor. Proof that you lived, fought, and grew. And one day, when you look back, you'll smile and be grateful for the very falls that shaped who you've become. My beloved child, after speaking to you about failure and the lessons found in stumbling, I want to share with you something deeply important: the power of perseverance. In this life, not everything will yield results immediately. Often, the most beautiful and meaningful things require consistent effort, patience, and the determination not to give up. Perseverance is not mere stubbornness or blind obedience. It is the courageous endurance through hardship in pursuit of your dreams. Everyone feels discouraged, tired, or afraid at times. That is completely natural. What matters is that you do not give up. Set small goals. Repeat them patiently. Like a tiny ant taking one step after another, day after day. Without stopping, find joy in the little things. And be grateful for what you have. That is your greatest and most sustainable strength. On this challenging journey of life, I want to remind you of something sacred. Perseverance is not just a human strength, but a grace from God, given to those who remain steadfast in faith and continue walking in my light. As St. Paul wrote to the Romans, we also glory in our sufferings, because we know that suffering produces perseverance. Perseverance, character, and character, hope. Perseverance is the fruit of faith, a testament to complete trust in God's plan, no matter how difficult or uncertain the road may be. Did you know that Thomas Edison, one of the greatest inventors, was like many who are entrusted with great missions by God? He faced countless failures before light truly shone. Each of his failures was not the end, but a test I allowed to refine his faith and perseverance. He never gave up because he believed that, with my guidance and blessing, light would always overcome darkness. My child, with every step you take, no matter how small, when you persevere with faith in me, you walk hand in hand with me in the mysterious plan of your life. Every fall is not abandonment, but a moment where I lift you up and give you strength to rise again. Perseverance is prayer in action, a sign of unshakable faith. So when you face hardships, remember the words of Scripture, be patient in affliction, for in patience you are being perfected. Let the light of faith guide you, and know that every trial is my way of shaping you into someone stronger and more compassionate. I believe that the flame of perseverance will continue to burn brightly in your heart, sustained and nourished by my love and grace. I will always walk beside you and pray for you, so you can keep moving forward on the path I have set for you. My precious child, you've likely heard the saying, "Little strokes fell great oaks." It's more than a metaphor. It's nature's proof of the power of perseverance. Though gentle, the flowing water never stops and eventually leaves its mark on seemingly unbreakable stone. You are like that. Not everyone is blessed with immediate talent or fortune, but those who persevere toward their goals, even through hardship, will surely find their way to success. Remember, perseverance does not mean repeating the same thing blindly. It means not giving up on your goal, even if you have to try many different approaches. There will be moments when you feel discouraged because results are not yet visible, or because you are tired, or because others doubt you. In those times, I want you to remind yourself, every step, no matter how small, is progress. Every effort, even if not yet fruitful, brings you closer to your dreams. I know there will be days when you feel like you're standing before a towering mountain. You may feel disheartened and want to give up. But remember, I believe in you. No one is born with perseverance. It is something you build and nurture, step by step, with your whole heart, my beloved child. Now, I want to explore with you something just as important: joy and gratitude. These two small and simple things can nourish your heart and give you strength to overcome life's challenges. You see, in life's hurried rhythm, you may forget joy and gratitude, chasing after goals and big dreams. You might overlook the truth that real happiness often hides in the simplest of things. I want you to learn to find joy in the little things. A warm cup of tea on a cool morning. A loved one's smile. A gentle compliment. Or even the sight of morning light through the trees. Joy isn't only a smile. It's the motivation that helps you keep going. Even when you're tired. When you find joy in small things, the long road ahead no longer feels so daunting. I hope you will always keep a childlike heart, one that delights in life's simple wonders, because those small joys will nurture the great perseverance within you. Joy does not always come from grand victories or loud celebrations. Sometimes, it's simply the peace in your heart knowing that today you did your best, or the gentle smile you wear when appreciating something small. I hope that wherever you are and however difficult the day may be, you'll always find that kind of joy. My child, right now, as you learn to find joy each day, I also want to speak to you about something simple, yet powerful. Gratitude. You may have heard about gratitude many times, but I want you to understand more deeply the strength and transformative grace it brings to your soul and your life. Gratitude is the ability to notice and appreciate even the smallest blessings life has offered you. It might be a peaceful morning, a loved one's smile, a meal, or simply the breath in your lungs at this very moment. When you pause to feel these things with your whole heart, you will find your spirit lighter and your joy greater. Imagine life as a flowing river. If you focus only on the raging waves, the hardships and trials, you'll feel weary and overwhelmed. But if you look up to the blue sky, I feel the warm sunlight reflecting on the water, or watch birds flying freely, you'll begin to see the beauty, vitality, and meaning of life. Gratitude opens your heart and soul to see the light in the ordinary. I want you to understand that gratitude is more than just a feeling. It is a way of living. When you live with gratitude, you become more humble, more forgiving, and more open to receive good things. Gratitude draws you closer to others, building sincere and lasting relationships. It is like an invisible glue that binds your heart to the world, to your loved ones, and to me. In your most difficult moments, when you're weary, hurt, or lost, gratitude is the lifeline that will keep you afloat. For even in hardship, there is always a lesson, an opportunity to grow stronger. Gratitude gives you the strength to rise, to reflect, and to move forward with renewed hope. Always remember, gratitude is a way to honor the blessings I've given you. Each morning you wake, each breath, each heartbeat is proof of my love and care for you. When you are grateful, you not only respect life, you also honor me, your creator and faithful companion. To cultivate gratitude. I encourage you to take time each day to reflect on the good in your life. You can write down things you're thankful for, no matter how small. When you review them, you'll see how abundant life truly is, and your heart will be filled with peace and deep joy. Moreover, express your gratitude through action. A heartfelt thank you to someone who helped you, a kind gesture, or lending a helping hand when possible. These are ways to give back. When you give gratitude, life will give back to you many blessings in return. It's a beautiful cycle. As you sow seeds of gratitude, you will reap happiness and peace. My beloved child, I also want you to realize that gratitude helps you become more aware of the value of time. Time is a priceless gift I have given you. No one can reclaim it or extend even a single second. When you are grateful for time, you will cherish every moment. Live fully in the present, and never miss an opportunity to do good and love deeply. My child, I want you to learn to be grateful, even for the failures and hardships in life. At first, it may be difficult to accept this, but when you look back, you will recognize that it was precisely those trials that shaped you, made you stronger, wiser, and more compassionate. These lessons are more precious than any treasure the world can offer. Always remember that gratitude is the lamp that lights your path in the journey toward true peace and happiness. When you keep that lamp burning within you, no matter how many storms life brings, you will walk forward with a warm heart and a peaceful soul. I want you to believe that gratitude is the key that opens the door to the full, meaningful, and abundant life you have long desired. Never forget, gratitude is a miraculous strength that nothing else can replace. Gratitude does not mean passive acceptance or resignation. It is the ability to deeply appreciate what you have, and from there, rise with a heart that is at peace. When you are grateful, you will feel lighter, and even the heaviest burdens will seem less daunting. Try this each day. Take a few moments to think of 3 things you are grateful for. It could be a fresh morning, a warm meal, or a kind word you received. As you practice gratitude, your heart will grow more open, compassionate, and joyful. Remember that life won't always be easy. Dear one, there will be days when you feel tired, and joy seems out of reach. But it is gratitude that will help you rediscover the light, even in your darkest days. Because when you give thanks for what you still have, you'll begin to see that no matter how much the world changes, there is always something beautiful waiting for you to notice. My child, I want you to believe that when you hold on to simple joy and deep gratitude, your soul becomes stronger than any challenge. And no matter how far you travel, it is those very little things that will keep your spirit warm throughout the long journey ahead. Gratitude is like a gentle stream that refreshes your heart. When you are thankful for what you already have, family, friends, health, learning opportunities, you will feel more blessed and complain less. Gratitude will also make you steadier in times of trial, because you understand that every hardship is but a small part of life's magnificent tapestry. Write down what you are grateful for each day. This simple act will help you stay optimistic and resilient. Make a small habit each night before bed. Take a few minutes to reflect on 3 things you are grateful for that day. Whether it's the warmth of sunlight, a compliment, or a family meal, it's enough to remind you how precious life is. And each morning, take a deep breath and whisper to yourself, "Today, I will find joy in every moment." My child, joy and gratitude will make you strong and fulfilled. On the journey of perseverance, you will not always win big. But if you can keep joy in each step and appreciate what you already have, you will discover that happiness lies not just at the destination, but in the journey itself. My beloved one, there may come a day when you feel so weary that you want to give up. You may feel lost, and your goal may seem too far away. But remember, every great journey begins with small steps. No one is born perfect. No one succeeds without facing disappointment. What matters is that you do not let weariness or doubt take over your heart. I also hope you will learn to believe in yourself, even when others do not. Sometimes, you may be the only one who sees the light at the end of your own road. Don't let others' doubt extinguish the flame within you. You will find a way. As long as you do not give up, remember this: perseverance is not blind stubbornness. It is clarity and consistency. when you feel like you can't go any further. Do not be afraid to pause, not to quit, but to breathe, reflect, and then move forward with renewed spirit. I know you have this strength, because I've seen it in the way you look at life, in the way you rise after each fall. I believe in you, not out of hope, but because I see in you the light of someone who refuses to give in. There may be moments when you feel alone on your path, but know this, you are not alone. Your family is always here, not just to share your joy, but to be your safe haven whenever you need encouragement or a warm embrace. If you stay committed to your dreams, if you keep learning and adjusting, I believe that one day you'll find yourself exactly where you're meant to be. And you will understand that every drop of sweat, every tear, and even every moment of wanting to give up, none of it was in vain. Dear one, love yourself. Don't be harsh with your mistakes. Believe that with every time you stand back up, you become a little stronger. And whether success comes sooner or later, the most valuable thing is that you dared to walk and never stop trying. I tell you, that is your victory. A beautiful and worthy triumph. Thank you for listening to today's message. Please remember to subscribe and turn on the notification bell to receive more words of life, to build an unshakable faith, and to walk in the boundless love of God. Amen.